When the wet foot, dry foot policy was ended for citizens of Cuba, what it meant was that citizens of Cuba entering the United States unlawfully would no longer be granted parole into the country. Parole is a way that people are allowed to lawfully enter the United States, even if they don't have a visa or entering the United States without inspection. And the Cuban Adjustment Act, which has been used for many decades for citizens of Cuba to become lawful permanent residents, requires that they enter the United States lawfully with a visa or with parole, wait 1 year and 1 day, and then apply for permanent residency. So at this point, citizens of Cuba who entered the United States unlawfully don't have this guarantee of parole that can begin this waiting period by which they can then apply for permanent residency. However, citizens of Cuba who enter the United States unlawfully are still given the opportunity to speak with an asylum officer and apply for political asylum if they can demonstrate that they have a credible fear of persecution if they were to return to Cuba. It's very important that when working with citizens of Cuba after the loss of the wet foot, dry foot policy, that they are prepared to speak with asylum officers and prepared to present claims for asylum in the United States by proving that they have suffered past persecution in their country of citizenship or have a well-founded fear of future persecution if they were to be returned to Cuba. At Robert M. Bell PA, we have extensive experience and training in working with citizens of Cuba as well as other countries in presenting applications for asylum in the most effective way possible to the Immigration Service.